Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Grab a cold one, crank up the volume, and join the show. Welcome to NBNR Live. And here we go.
It's no block, no rock.
Go Big Red indeed. No block, no rock. Episode 236. Coming at you from the NBNR studio in Omaha, Nebraska. Speaking of Nebraska, Brewing Company. Stories from Nebraska Coffee Stout. The fridge is kind of bare.
Very bare.
The
Now-
freezer's got some beer in
Now,
it. Now,
it's not, I'm not trying to demean Stories from Nebraska Coffee Stout. It is an excellent beer. I just need my damn pickle. Okay? I need my pickle fight. But this is just as good. Mike, go.
All right. Well, since you said it, the fridge is bare, and we are turning the clock to fall season. It's spooky season here. I'm drinking the Wick for Brains, which is a pumpkin ale.
Basic bitch
Shout out
season, baby.
to our other sponsor, Draft Top.
Yeah, tweezed.
We like to drink with our tops off on this podcast. So
Every week he gets better and better.
yeah, no spill. So
he really does.
and then another shout out. If you guys notice this sweet ass hat, we did get I don't want to say another sponsor, but
Partner.
a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called No Rivals. They sent us a bunch of Husker hats, so I'm wearing one today. So if you
Looks
guys
good, Mike.
like this hat, go to No Rivals and go buy one. Yeah, there you go. Short, sweet plug.
Okay.
We don't have a promo code or
I was
anything
going to say
yet.
promo code.
We don't have one yet. So if we get one or whatever, we'll really pimp it out. But until then, if you want it, go to their website.
Am I crazy? We might have a couple giveaway items from No Rivals. Am I correct or am I incorrect on that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We're
We'll see.
actively talking. We'll see if we can get you guys some cool merch to give away.
Yeah.
Retweet us, follow us, subscribe on YouTube. I am drinking the Pilsner, as always. You know who I am. You know what I drink. But Jared, you brought up that you want Pickle Fight.
I did.
It's going to be here next week, along with Squeeze the Day. We will have it next week.
There we
I guarantee.
go.
I texted. I was already on the road to the studio today by the time I got, or at least saw the text. So I didn't get to load up the cool new stuff, but it will be here next week,
Good.
and these guys will stop you.
Sorry, Brandon.
Yeah.
KB, what you got?
I'm per usual drinking the EOS Hefeweizen, the best beer that Nebraska Brewing Company brews. My segment is the Cheers of the Week presented by Nebraska Brewing Company, and the Cheers of the Week goes to Big Ten Media Days. We're almost there, fellas. We are almost there.
Less than
So-
24 hours.
That's right. So we're at the point of the season now where we can actually start kind of getting some news. We'll kind of dive into that here in this episode. So
Okay. Throw it over to our special guest tonight, Brandon Gries. Works for Huddle. You've done a lot of work with the Husker Athletic Department in your past as a student. First of all, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Love the Nate Rohr, past guest, told me.
Yep.
Good friend of mine said
Yeah.
he gave me pizza and beer. Best podcast ever.
Hey, we love Nate.
He's such a bad liar.
The bar is low. Speaking of beer, what do you
What do
got there?
I have
Yeah.
the Cardinal Pale Ale.
There's
tasty
the
beer.
Cardinal. Okay.
Somewhat
That's-
regular. I kind of regret not getting the coffee stout, but
That's
Well,
fine.
I'll tell you
In the
what, there's
future.
no reason
Hey,
you
when
can't have
when
another.
that's gone,
it
Just-
gotta check the time. I don't know. We'll see.
there's
Oh,
no caffeine
listen,
in it. You'll be all right.
Once we get going, the time is
Yeah.
not a factor here. I'm telling you, we'll get on a roll, and you'll be begging for that second.
But you're a pickle guy,
Yeah, I'm a pickle guy.
so I had a pickle slushy the other day.
Sonic.
Oh,
Yep. Sonic. I'd recommend trying it. Maybe not finishing the whole thing.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Just get the mini size. I'm not going to go nuts with
They
it.
do have mini. I didn't realize they had mini sizes.
Yeah.
Very convenient as Sonic.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
Medium, small.
My pickle
mini.
comes in mini size too. Anyways, Nebraska Brewing Company, world class.
in every glass. He's just sniping that every chance he gets now.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm legally required when I hear world class to finish it. I don't care who says it first. He's just sniping it.
That's not why I'm.
Oh, you're talking about Mike saying his pickle also
Yeah.
comes in many sizes.
He said his dick is small.
No, he was talking about his garden, you weirdo.
Oh,
I grow cucumbers.
See, I thought he was talking about his.
No, he's just harvesting
Hey,
too
did you
early.
know that pickles are cucumbers? Fun fact.
Yeah.
This is part of the don't be offended line.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Oh,
get
Brandon.
weirder.
Hey, speaking of people saying really dumb shit, Big Ten Media Days is tomorrow. I don't know if anyone will say any dumb shit, but I'm sure. You know, we had that issue last year with the UCLA coach.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Listen, and I don't want to be too mean to him. You know, first time. I don't know if he was like put on the spot or whatever, but you know, give him a break.
He beat us.
Killed us last year.
Yeah.
So Matt Rule goes tomorrow, and I want to just ask you guys, not like really what you're expecting or what you want to hear, but is there a Big Ten team that you are otherwise interested in learning more about? A certain head coach other than Rule that you are curious to see or hear from? What do you think? Does anyone pop off right away?
Kirk Signetti.
Big Sig.
Big Sig. I just want to hear what a year 2 Big Sig sounds like, because I mean he made all the headlines last year with the Google Me and all this stuff, and I mean he walked the walk. I mean he talked it, he walked it, led them to the college football playoff, and I'm interested to see what year 2 looks like with different quarterback, different players. Some of those guys are gone.
Some expect a little bit of a
And now-
target.
now they have a target and expectation. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see what he says. Plus, I just kind of like the way that he carries himself because he backs it up.
So you like that
Kind of.
because
Because he wins.
Yeah.
He's kind of like former head coach Scott, but he actually won. So
Sure.
and that's kind of the thing here is we do appreciate the swagger and swinging his big sig around, flopping his big sig on the table.
yeah.
And it did pay off in year 1. So yes, the question now is, are they able to keep it up in year 2 and beyond?
I think that's a good one. I think another one that like we talked about just before the show started, I think right now it's probably all eyes on Illinois. But one program that I think could be poised for the biggest year 2 jump in the Big Ten is going to be Washington. And I don't really have a whole lot to back that up. I just feel like from
Have
what
you seen
I've
their schedule?
Yeah.
No, I have not, and you're going based off vibes, maybe.
I'm
vibes.
going almost entirely based off vibes, like what I'm seeing out of the few clips that they're putting out. I think Washington is poised to be a very solid Big Ten team. Whether that happens this year or not is to me irrelevant, because I know at some point they will be a key player. Obviously, last year we knew Oregon was going to be the best new team to the Big Ten, and they mostly backed that up aside from Ohio State. But I'm waiting and I'm anxious to keep watching Washington to see when that kind of flips. So I'll be paying attention to a lot of that.
Off the wall pick, because to be honest, Washington is not a team that I think very much of.
Most people don't.
The only time I ever thought about them was in 2010 when we went there and Taylor Martinez ran all over them. KB, do you have a specific player coach you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm especially interested to hear from Luke Fickell.
My pick.
Ooh.
I am I'm interested to see the vibes. We saw that video come out a couple weeks ago of them like elbowing punching bags on the ground and just this weird vibe they had going on in the locker room. And I mean, we watched Nebraska move away from their identity, and then you've got Wisconsin saying they're, not. The speculation was they weren't just going to go to the air raid, and then you see them like lining up in shotgun formation last year,
Kyle,
and doing all this weird stuff and not just like running it down everybody's throat. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see like what Luke Fickell has to say as far as expectations and what might have gone wrong last year and whatever.
you know what Wisconsin did?
What?
Was they looked at Bill Callahan and Luke Fickell said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Brandon, what do you think?
I'm going to go with one that is very Nebraska biased because we need to beat these guys this year is Minnesota, PJ Fleck.
Oh.
They are the little bit of a thorn in our side in the past 8 to 10 years. and that's always a road game. Feels like we lose.
Yep.
Matt Rule's first game, that one was
We were there.
top 5 worst losses of the past 10 years.
That was
in my
so
opinion.
bad.
Yeah.
Because we want to get off on a strong note. And they're always a team that's beatable, but credit to PJ Fleck. He not maybe an unpopular, not the most likable guy, but he wins some games.
I think not the most likable might be an understatement. We actively all hate PJ Fleck in this room.
Very
Yeah.
fair.
Just about every week we have who's the most punchable face, and it's always PJ.
I remember the day after that Matt Rule's first game, we went to the Minnesota State Fair. We're talking to some locals there. They're from Minneapolis. I don't think they're Minnesota fans. They're like, we were hoping you guys would have won last night because we also hate PJ Fleck.
Shit, we
In
were
his own
hoping we would have won
backyard.
too.
I remember I was in Minnesota for a game, and their fans are honestly fun. Like, I have a good time. I go there every other year, and we'll see it. I think they're in Lincoln this year or no?
No,
No,
we're
we're
in
there.
Minnesota.
Okay,
Correct.
So maybe I might make the trip out there if I don't get the Penn State tickets. But I remember it was PJ Fleck's first year or second year, and they're like, "Roll the boat! Hey, we're rolling on ice. We're rolling on ice." And then after that, they got really good. So
Yeah. You say they're a little thorn. They're a big thorn.
Big Thorn.
Big thorn. Won 6 out of the last 7 against us.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
it's terrible.
It's getting to the point where it's Iowa and Wisconsin-esque.
Not to mention, one of those games was using their whole scout team.
Yeah.
2020
The
COVID.
COVID
Yeah.
game. Yep.
Yeah, their freaking water boy was playing and kicked our ass. Ran all over us. My pick was Wisconsin, and I think it's a little ironic because this is the one year we're not going to play them.
But
But
their schedule is the worst.
Oh,
Gauntlet.
it is a murderer's row.
Yeah. Good luck, Luke.
Oh, so we have a bartender at Nebraska Brewing Company, Colin Comerford. I know he watches every week.
Fuck
And I
you.
had this discussion with him the other day, and I said, do you think that Wisconsin can improve season over season? And he told me that he would be ecstatic with a 5-7 season for Wisconsin this year.
Yikes.
Ecstatic. Dude, but their schedule's so
Well,
hard.
they get a new coach if they went 5-7. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, are they going to be a little more forgiving just knowing how much of a murderer's row that schedule is? Are they going to be forgiving to Mr. Fickle?
He told me that his hot seat for Fickle, because I said, 5-7 to me is like, maybe Fickle's not working out. He said the only reason he would believe Fickle could be on a hot seat if it was a 3-9 season. 4-8 was okay to him. 3-9 is maybe not.
We're getting to pre-Barry Alvarez expectations there.
Yeah.
You know,
crazy.
It's fun to watch, though.
Barry Alvarez took over a Wisconsin program that was trash. And yes, it's very entertaining to watch.
hey, you hate
It's
to see it.
lovely.
You hate to see it.
It's enjoyable still to this day to know we won the last game against Wisconsin after the years and years of heartache we had against them.
10.
Yeah.
10 straight.
Broke the
70-31. And then last year, I know it was 6th win, whatever, but the bowl game, but just they were the ones that were supposed to be the rival.
Yeah.
And we were not competitive to make it a rivalry. Like we need, and
Yep.
like I said, we don't play them this year, but I am not sad to see them struggle if they continue to struggle.
No.
I'm
okay.
excited we're not the joke anymore.
Yes.
It's really nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see.
we got a whole season ahead of us.
We
I
did still
understand.
go 6-6 plus 1. So just saying.
+1.
7-6.
We did not go 7-6. We went 6-6 plus 1.
We went 7-6.
No, we did.
Hey,
6-6 plus 1.
Anywho.
man.
Yeah.
Man, at the end of the day, Mike still has a 7 on the end, Still has a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, they played a Boston College team that was really good.
All you can do is beat the team in front of you.
I agree.
That's all you can do.
I agree. Even if half the team sits
Even
out.
if half their team sits out.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
The next thing is one of the headlines on our episode is don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Right.
This is a discussion we had last year because we had a media member on last year, Jimmy
yeah.
Allen.
Oh, yeah.
And look, I don't think he said Nebraska was going to go 10-2, but he's mapping it out. He's like, it can definitely happen. It's one of those things.
His exact phrase, I believe, was "Paint me the picture." You could paint me the picture.
Could paint the picture.
Yeah, he Bob Ross that bitch.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out in his favor. Unfortunately, I would love a 10-2. You have some people out there, they are predicting that type of season. Just today, number 8 in the preseason poll Smack dab in the middle.
For the Big Ten.
That's a
to be
cop-out.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think it's a cop out?
Yeah,
Go
it's a
on.
cop-out.
Go on.
I
Why
just
do you
think
say
that like they know what they're doing. Like they're just covering their asses if Nebraska blows up, or if Nebraska sinks like they've been. They're like, well, told you, middle of the pack.
They had a very mid-season last year. And so they're not like Ohio State, where like Ohio State's like the most consistent football program probably of all time. Like they haven't really had any lulls in their history.
Yeah.
And so they've earned the right to be top 2 every year in the Big Ten, even if they have a true freshman quarterback, new coordinators. Like they're always going to be 1, 2, or 3 every year. They've earned that right.
Because they're the Jimmies and the Joes, though, the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like, they've got all the Jimmies and Joes.
True.
So it doesn't matter who's the coach.
Yeah, it's just well, then you have Klatt, right? Klatt is also saying 10-2.
He always does that
Yeah.
too.
He
Every
does,
year.
right? I mean,
I think he's sabotaging us on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he's a Colorado
He's a
guy. Colorado is my number 1 most hated team of all time.
Okay.
He is by far my favorite ex-Colorado player if I was forced to choose one. Except now I'm starting to think that he's sabotaging us on purpose because every year he does this.
I think Joel understands the value of having Nebraska fans on his side.
Yeah, he
and that's
does.
why
Sure.
every year he's like, it could happen 10-2, and everybody's like, look what Joel's saying. We love Joel.
We love him.
Joel, even though he's above.
You said
It's
that
that every
Colorado
year.
is your least favorite rival of Nebraska. Do you have a memorable moment of why they are?
Why I hate them?
Yeah, why do you hate them?
Should have a list.
Yeah.
I mean, and Nebraska fans are not at all innocent in this either. Like, go back to the late 80s, early 90s. Colorado had a quarterback who passed away.
From cancer.
Yeah. Nebraska fans, there's video evidence of this, were very not nice about that situation. So it goes both ways.
100%.
Yeah.
I still think, bigger picture, Colorado fans are the worst fans that I've ever dealt with in person or on TV. And I know people say, oh, Missouri, Texas, Oakland's like, no, Colorado takes the cake easily.
Yeah.
Of course, the 2001 game was horrible, but just from going there in person, like, there's no contest for me.
Did you get piss thrown on you?
Just yelled at. Luckily, I think we avoided the balloons and
The yellow
You
balloons.
avoided the piss
Yeah.
bombs.
But we were at I think the first time I went to a game there was 2005. That was the year their student section got kicked out. Like one of the high points of the Bill Callahan era.
Throwing shit on the field.
Yeah, that was the game. I was trying to think. I was like, what year was the game where the fans were throwing so much stuff on the field they had to like stop the game, kick people out. It was crazy.
Well,
Restore the order.
Think about all the. Sorry, I'm going to go off on Colorado tangent here.
No, it's beautiful because I have something.
Okay,
on
you go 01 Black Friday, 03 Frank Solich's last game, 05 the student section gets ejected, 07 Bill Callahan's last game, 09 the Indomitian Sioux era, which was the day, I believe the day all the Tiger Woods stuff came out. I remember being there and everyone just blowing up. Did you see what happened to Tiger Woods? It's like every year there's something big going on in that game.
Yeah. And it's funny that you mentioned Colorado because just last week their AD had expressed his desire to play us every year in a rivalry game. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Which is
I
interesting.
would love that.
You know why he said that though? Cha-ching,
Well,
dollar
sure.
sign, dollar sign, dollar sign.
So, and it comes back to, the Nebraska being 8th ranked in preseason poll for the Big Ten. I think no matter where you put Nebraska, when you talk about Nebraska, you get clicks, you get attention. Whether you put them at number 1, number 14, or number 8, Nebraska fans are going to respond to the content. So, a Colorado AD saying, yeah, we'd like to play Nebraska every year. Yeah, duh. Like every Nebraska fan's going to say, yeah, let's do it. Especially now, because if there's one team that really wants to end Deion's career, it's us.
Jeez.
Like, am I wrong? Do
Well,
you guys not
hey,
share that same
Well,
sentiment?
to be fair, this is not cope. I'm not lying. I haven't thought 1 second about Deion.
Most people haven't. Colorado fans aren't thinking about it.
And I think part of that is because Shadur's gone and Travis
Yeah.
Hunter's now gone.
It's his last
it'll be
year.
weird to watch that
Mhm.
team without his daddy's boy there. Like,
Well, isn't there even, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if I heard wrong, but he's missed a lot of time.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
he hasn't
he has.
actually been coaching the team at all.
yeah,
So that's like the most I've heard. And I just like, people are giving him shit for that, and I'm
He's
sure
been
there's a
back
good
in
reason.
Texas, yeah.
Did you guys catch any of his Big 12 Media Day
No,
appearance?
No.
Why
It was
would
the
I?
weirdest. It
Yeah.
was the weirdest thing. He gets up there and he's like, with all due respect, I want to give the first question to a female reporter.
Oh,
And so I'm like, okay, like,
okay.
okay, great. The woman starts asking the question and he's like, oh, hold on. Like, I love your hair. And he's like saying all this weird shit.
no.
It was like, it's just crazy, right?
He's like kind of forcing it.
what
yeah.
bars you like?
Yeah. Right. It was
That's
just,
that's a weird interaction.
it's he's just a strange cat. But that's all I've got on D.
He goes to
that's all
her. He goes to her. He's like, I support equal pay, just for the record.
yeah, just for the record.
like
Pay her what you owe her.
on its face, like going for a woman reporter right off the bat, I don't find that odd. But the whole "I like your hair,"
I think
Now,
it was more like
it's pretty weird,
ladies
man.
first type thing. But I think it was maybe what he was trying to do.
Sure,
but
sure.
and supporting
Yeah.
women journalists, like that's
Yeah.
very cool. But I think going into complimenting physical appearance is really weird.
Sorry, I don't even remember how we got off on how I started this Colorado.
Yeah, no, I just kind of happened.
Shit, I don't remember either.
We were talking about memorable moments from the Colorado rivalry because you hated them so much.
Well, even before that, how do we
Yeah.
even talk about that? How do we even
I
get to
have
that?
no idea.
I don't know. But
Well, no. Listen, I love, because like I said, I would love to have a yearly matchup with them because, like you said before, Wisconsin was supposed to be it, and it did turn into Iowa. We all hate Iowa. Like we're not one of those people. Okay, let me reword that. We are not of the fan base that thinks we are above being Iowa's main rival. There's a lot of people that still feel that way. I think it's starting to be in the minority, like it's starting to dwindle down now. So I'm fully on board with hating Iowa.
we hate Iowa.
Embrace the Iowa rivalry. But I mean, they're despicable, like you said. They're despicable.
I wonder
Fucking hate
if
those guys.
I wonder if they would actually be willing. Colorado State's their annual non-con game,
Yeah.
and then they'll have a cupcake or two. I wonder if what they would do with that series if they were actually serious about this.
Yeah.
Right? Would
it'd
they be
odd.
willing to drop? And hey, for like Mike said,
Hey, it's all about dollar signs.
hey,
I would tell you, there's no way you can convince Colorado to drop that Colorado State series.
I don't know.
There's
You,
no
you
way.
put
It's a
dollar
game they
signs
can
and you
actually
put
win.
resume booster
Right,
on there. Because I'm sorry, they beat Colorado State. It means nothing to them. If they lose Colorado State, it hurts them. That game is one of those games. It only hurts them.
Yeah, but it's
If you play a team in the Power 2 every year, all it does is boost your resume if you win, and it doesn't really hurt you if you lose to Nebraska because they're in a better conference. I'm just saying.
I mean, what are Colorado's expectations on an annual basis?
Well, they're going to be even worse this year. So
if you ask Colorado, like their expectation, because we saw it for a few matchups in a row there that they did beat us. That will be their expectation. Like you said, Mike, their team is going downhill in a hurry after the loss of Travis Hunter and Shador. And I think there was another Sanders brother, but he was irrelevant. But
broke his arm.
Yeah.
we broke that guy.
yeah. I think they would expect that. But again, like, I don't see a big upside to them. Like, if you were to trade out Colorado State for Nebraska, you're trading out what is essentially a freebie win every year in a rivalry series for a game where, while Nebraska, hopefully on the uptick, you're probably expecting more losses than wins at like a fairly decent rate. I don't like, from an AD standpoint, I wouldn't understand why they would try and do that.
Kyle, you said you had something.
well, I was just gonna get us back on track.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we were going really in on Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Ten Media Days.
Yeah,
There's lots of stuff. to
Big
talk
Ten
about.
Media Days don't chug the Kool-Aid, right? So I guess my question for the group is, what are we listening for? Like, what is the ding 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 ding? That's all Kool-Aid. Like, what
From
can
Rule?
be? Yeah, what is going to be said
Doesn't have
where
to be
you're
from
like,
Rule, I don't
whoa,
think.
Or
what is
from anybody.
anybody?
I
What-
want to see how Dylan walks the walk with national media. Like the kid is in the Nebraska sphere, in the bubble. They do a pretty good job of lobbing things up for student athletes, quarterbacks after losses, all that stuff. Now, national media, they're not so nice. I want to see what national media, what kind of questions they ask Dylan and how he handles it. I think he'll handle it like a pro because I think he's very mature.
He's been doing this his whole life.
Yes, I think he'll handle it really well. But I'm interested to see the kind of questions he gets and the kind of answers he gives.
It's just interesting because, like with us, we're very much in tune with like all the minutia. Like we're we're aware that the offensive line, like we've gotten significant transfers, and like we're also aware that the defensive line might be a question mark. But for like the national media, and this is a perfect Klatt thing, and that's how we got on the Colorado thing.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
The Klatt thing is he sees year 2 of Raiola, year 3 of Rule, and Holgo, and Eckler. And so those are like the big picture things where it's like, yeah, I could see 10. But like we also look at the minutia of the defensive line as
Secondary, like who's going to play the other corner position?
Yeah,
running
like,
back depth.
running back might be. We'll see about running back.
Right.
We thought we'd like it.
What has killed Nebraska every year for the last 10 years is the micro. It's the little things.
The intangibles.
Yes.
And we are very much aware of the intangibles. We're very aware of the fourth quarter puckers. And the national media doesn't think about that crap as much as we do because we're scarred by it. They're not. They might clown us for it, but they're not scarred by it. And so, like, we view it as a curse. They don't. And so, hey, 10, why not? But
I mean, we had a local guy say 10 though. So come on now.
Well,
Come
so
on now.
I know.
What I'm excited for is seemingly every year at Big Ten Media Days, we get to hear a name that we're not expecting to hear that might be a big impact for that coming season. And as of this moment, I'm not sure who that name is.
Okay, let me throw one.
Yeah, give it to me.
A guy that's actually going. Did you expect Lutovsky to be one of the guys?
Realistically, no, I did not.
You know what I mean? And so that's a guy that's like, okay, that's interesting. Like you might expect Corky or maybe Justin Evans even. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lutovsky's like, is his spot even guaranteed?
I would say if he's going to Big Ten Media Days,
you
they
would
obviously
assume.
think highly of him, which really, if you look at that line, like that means that you're just looking at right tackle. I mean, you can pretty much lock in every other guy. Your right tackle's the open position.
True.
Brandon, headlines. What are you excited to hear?
To the small detail point, special teams. Not always something you might hear Big Ten media is, but for Nebraska, that's very important because of the last 10 years.
Yep.
That's how the number of games we could have won over the last 10 years, whether it's even punting, Michigan State 2021. Like not just people, you mean you think field goals, extra points, but punting. The entire special teams picture needs to get better.
Gunners running out the back of the end zone.
It's just crazy.
And not pinning the ball, even though it's bouncing at the 3.
Don't worry though,
Two.
he's 10 yards into the end zone.
Yeah.
He's high-fiving a fan.
Direction.
He's high-fiving a fan in the end zone.
It's like XFL shit.
But if there's any fan base that will appreciate special teams, it's us. And that is because it's been a shit show, man.
For a long time.
And not just like, oh, we're ranked 40th, we're ranked 70th, whatever. It's like 128th out of 127. You know?
And think for how long it was the opposite. How many years we
Yes.
had consistent great kickers and punters.
It's crazy.
And now it's been completely opposite.
We used to have players on our team that were known for being punt blockers. Like that was their thing.
Randy Stella.
Thank you. That was literally the name I was going to say. Benson Bunny, Randy Stella. Like that was what he was known for. Was you're going to block that's why you're playing.
You're punt blocker.
Like, that's the only reason.
Now we have them
there.
where they go through our hands.
Right.
I remember a couple
Someone got
times
kicked in the face.
It's like, you can feel it coming, and you watch the replay, and like the ball literally goes through his hands.
Yeah. Touch the thumbs.
Or like Brandon Ragoni, boom. Hey, that's you. Like, I'm very curious to see if anyone's going to emerge. Like, this is your role. You're the gunner. You just run with your head down.
Who was the Carney kid a couple years ago? Isaiah.
Well,
We had a
you had
Carney
like
kid who had a block or
Stallbird.
two.
Like Stallbird blocked a punt. But he like transferred, and I don't know if we're thinking of the same cat. But I just remember like Isaiah Stallbird, like a tall, lanky guy. He
Might have
blocked a
been
punt
him.
once,
Yeah.
but then he transferred.
Kyle, how many we got in the chat? Can somebody look that up for us?
Yeah, who was it? And I think for Big Ten Media Days, what I'm trying to avoid are lines like this.
We're gonna absolutely murder you.
Like
Yeah.
I when I start hearing stuff like that, I'm like, ooh, hold on.
Hey.
Because he said that before the season.
Going through old videos, a point that you made was we were talking about special teams, of course, and we were kind of clowning on some of the staff for saying we're going to weaponize special teams.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that sounds really badass.
Oh.
But then the punt goes right through the hand. I thought you were going to weaponize special teams.
Well, it was a
Dude.
weapon, but it was a self-destruction weapon.
Against us.
Well, so I want to go back, and maybe I'm misremembering.
It was a suicide vest is what it was. Sorry.
Yeah. The soundbite that Kyle just played about we're going to absolutely murder you. Was that not about like using the deep ball?
No,
to take-
it was if you were going to run like 2 high safeties.
Yep.
They were going to run it down your throat. Like if you run 2 high safeties, we're going to absolutely murder you.
Okay,
and then
so I was
we
reading that
absolutely did not.
backwards, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I was saying we did utilize the deep ball pretty well throughout the season. Granted, a lot of that came through pass interference calls, but
Yeah.
I had read that backwards. Sorry.
That's all right. Okay. Well, like just looking through the rest of the rankings, we're like, you see, Iowa's picked ahead of us. Sure. They beat us every year. Sure. They're going to get their 8 wins. Like that's their freaking floor is 8. You could say it's 7. Nope. It's going to be 8. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They're going to beat us. Moving on.
they had a left tackle play quarterback and still beat us. Like, come on now.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Do they still have? Okay, sorry. Go.
No, I'm listening. No, I want to hear what you're saying.
Do they still have LeVar Woods
Yes.
coaching special teams?
Yes.
Okay, they're going to beat us then.
Yeah.
Like, do they still have their defensive coordinator, Phillip? Yes. They still have Phil over there. So yes, they're gonna win. But yeah, go.
No, you
Dude.
encapsulated what I needed to say.
Purdue's picked last. Like people hate
So
Purdue.
bad.
Kind of feel. West Lafayette was good to us.
Yeah, kind of. It's just a shithole.
It's fine.
It wasn't a shithole. It was just a
Is it?
very boring town.
That was the 0-0 game at halftime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at that one.
Yep, there were
28-0, I think
Hey,
is what
but a
the
win's
final
a
was.
a win's a win.
There were
Yeah. Hey, thank God for that bird that shit on me.
Yeah.
that was what did it.
Go-
I firmly believe that.
going into halftime. There were more block kicks than points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And we witnessed Ed Foley on the sideline with 2 long snappers screaming at them at halftime while everybody else in the locker room. Ed Foley, two long snappers out there just ringing them. I'm like, I think it's a little late, bud.
Fucking veins popping out. We could see it from row 82.
Freaking
Yeah.
82.
And the previous matchup there was like the Trey Palmer
Yes.
45-35 game
Yep,
or whatever.
right.
it was.
Yeah.
Totally
That's right.
opposite.
I don't know. Minnesota's picked below us. They're 11th. Again, doesn't really surprise me.
Still gonna lose in Minneapolis.
Still gonna lose.
Still gonna lose that one.
I don't know.
Let's yes, Ravi.
Illinois is the cute pick. Everybody loves Illinois. So Big Bert,
Big Bert's a fun one at Big Ten Media Days. He just gets into it. If you let him, he'll talk up there for an hour. He'll just sit there and just keep talking. And you'll get a bunch of fun little nuggets. You'll get his whole history as a coach. That's what he did last year. He talked about where he started and how he got here and all the 600 stops in between. Talked about every single one. He's a fun listen.
does he show off his Tiger Hawk tattoo every year?
He lost a bunch of weight. So
Yeah,
we can't even call him Big Bert anymore.
Is he
We just call
Ozempic?
him-
Not so
yeah,
big
he's on
bird.
Ozempic. So now he's called like just Bert.
Yeah, he's not so big bird.
Yeah. It's fucking
So-
bullshit.
Am I crazy to assume that like
Jeez, he's like mad about it.
for Big Bird's not so
Can't
big
call him
birds,
Big Bird?
not so Big Bird's time
See?
up there? Am I crazy to think that most of these questions are going to be about Luke Altmaier? I mean, like,
No, I'm sure that's what it'll all be.
yeah. I mean, that's just the kid's a dog.
He's a baller.
I would be, if I were an Illinois fan, I would be concerned about what happens if you don't have, much like we are with Dylan Raiola.
Jesus.
That's every program. If you have a really talented quarterback and he goes down, what does your season look like?
But not every program though. Like we talk about, our Ohio States or whatever's, but like Illinois without Altmaier.
Iowa figures it out. Fuck. I guess to their standard, they figure it out. 8 wins, they figure it out. If Ohio State gets 8 wins, Ryan Day's bye-bye.
Yeah.
Which is like, you're not totally wrong, but
No,
just
I-
an absurd standard. I wish we had.
I know. They used to that was us though. That was.
It
And then
was.
it bit us
It's
in the
not
ass.
anymore.
We don't need to go through the whole 2000s again, but
I think Big Bert is excited to be in Vegas.
Oh
I
yeah.
think he met his wife in Vegas. If I'm right. I just read that on Twitter the other day.
Hey, she's
when they say casino, I assume Vegas. Maybe it wasn't Vegas.
Yeah.
I think it was Vegas.
Number
No,
4
this man's-
prostitutes. No, like,
in all of Las Vegas.
Bert's been in Vegas for 10 days, just sitting at a craps table, just hanging out.
don't worry though, he's drinking ultras. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's
Jesus.
skinny now.
I guess since we're on the media days thing, do you guys believe in Penn State? Is Penn State gonna win this thing?
Yes,
You think so?
yes.
You think they'll win the Big Ten?
No,
No.
but they're
Well,
gonna
that's what I'm
they're gonna
saying.
Make the playoff again.
No,
they're just a good team.
Ohio State will win the Big Ten.
I think Penn State's better than Ohio State. You just look at quarterback play. Like anytime I look at a team, if they're similar, I look at their quarterbacks. And their quarterback at Penn State, way better than a true freshman.
Hey man, there are some people, and they might be in this room, that are shaking their head. They might not believe
Me,
in
I'm
Drew
sitting-
Aller.
It's me sitting right behind.
I like Drew Aller. I think he's good.
Yeah, no, Drew Aller is a good QB.
He's probably going to be a first round pick.
Sure. Ohio
Hey.
State will win the Big Ten.
There's a lot of first round picks that are at quarterback.
I would love to have a first round pick quarterback. Talent.
Holy moly.
Just saying.
Preach, brother.
Just saying. Be really fun.
Amen. Praise God.
And Dylan
But-
could be that, but we don't know.
Let's not.
Mike-
Not after 11-9 touchdown interception ratio.
13-11?
13-11, whatever it was.
13-11.
Not good.
But Drew, I don't know. I see, like, just whenever I think of Penn State, okay, they're always pretty good.
They avoid Ohio State too this year.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to play him eventually.
Not necessarily.
Big Ten title game.
Not necessarily.
No,
Oregon
it's-
could be there.
It's gonna be OSU and Penn State.
Why do you what's wrong with Oregon?
I just
Ooh.
Oregon, I think kind of started to get figured out towards the end of that season. I'll tell you, in my opinion, right now, it's going to be OSU and PSU. Guaranteed, like not guaranteed.
We'll add it
In
to
my
the
opinion-
we'll add it to the Connors cover corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I like Oregon. a
you
lot.
know, when it comes to Penn State, like, with the exception of Saquon, they just never really seem to have like yes, they have the good tight end. But hey, when it comes to crunch time, you couldn't get the ball to him when you actually needed him to get the ball. Penn State is so just solid. They're not spectacular. And yeah, big game, James Franklin. I said big game.
Bo Pelini.
Big game. He's not. He's known to not coach his best game in those big games.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about them I just can't buy.
Well, and so like coming down to Ohio State too, like you look at the receiving core, like a great quarterback can make a good receiver look great, but a great receiver can make an okay quarterback look great.
Yeah.
And that OSU receiving core is just phenomenal. Like Mike's boyfriend plays for Ohio State. So like I think we can just agree. Like
Jeremiah Smith.
That's
yes,
right.
it's Jeremiah Smith.
That dude's
You should know who your
Incredible.
boyfriend's name is. What your
he's
boyfriend's
fucking
name is.
incredible. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you.
And so like
dude's
true,
insane.
true freshman or not, if you can put the ball in any capacity in like a catchable position, Jeremiah Smith is going to go up and get it. He's going to beat these DBs consistently. And I think that's where that offset comes from the true freshman quarterback for me. Drew Aller is fantastic. Penn State is going to be a playoff team. You're not wrong on that. They will not win the Big Ten.
We'll see.
You know who could be Ohio State's quarterback this year in another world?
Dylan Riley.
Dylan Raiola.
Yeah.
I just saw that picture the other day. It's like I'd forgot for a moment
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he was committed there.
He was. This will be the first time he potentially gets to talk to Ohio State media too since then. So that'd be kind of fun.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna
Why would they even bring
roast
it up,
him or
you know?
anything. You know.
I mean, he went to Columbus. He ran for like 70 yards. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one more media thing, but I want to ask you. So Greg Sankey, SEC commissioner. What? I don't know. One word association. That's stupid. But like when I say Greg Sankey,
Mhm.
what is your first thought about Greg Sankey, SEC commissioner?
Soft.
You think he's soft? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's.
How does he make you feel when he talks? How about that?
How does he make me feel?
Yeah, when he talks about his conference and like scheduling and stuff like that, how does he make you feel?
Disrespectful.
Like, do you feel disrespected,
I-
or that they're being?
Legitimately, like I've been for the last 2.5 years, I have been very clear.
Yeah.
like the Big Ten is the better conference. Like, while both conferences are very top heavy, and you have your chaos in the middle and your dog shit at the bottom. I would tell you, if you were to do just a 1-to-1 matchup, you know, top team in the SEC, top team Big Ten.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Connor, but I'm
Yeah.
receiving a phone call from Don Bacon, so we'll have to pause this.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I would tell you the Big Ten would win that. The Big Ten is the better conference, and I just don't like a lot of talk out of Sankey's mouth about how they are still running, as they did for quite some time. They ran the college football world for like a decade or more. I feel like that sentiment still comes out of there.
Yeah.
And you know, with the last 2 national champions in the Big Ten, and frankly, not a ton of competition coming out of the SEC for those Big Ten teams, I feel like it's insulting to hear him talk about that conference.
I just want to say, Jared, you're like, how, you know, when he speaks about his conference, how
Yeah.
does that make you feel?
Yeah.
And Connor's in the corner. Disrespected.
Disrespected. Yeah. I don't like it.
Well, here's what Greg Sankey does, right? Despite like all the evidence to the contrary, he talks about how SEC teams, you know, they're playing hard schedules, right? But then like if you run through, like you have like Big 12 teams that play more Power 5 teams than SEC teams do, right? So he's constantly talking up
He's a
the
liar.
SEC.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his job.
That's okay. Now that's where I'm getting to is
Yeah.
that's his job, right? The thing that Greg Sankey does so well is he uses what's called the bully pulpit. He goes up there, he states his case, even though he's wrong. You never know, or you never doubt where he stands with his conference. He loves his conference. He's going to defend it to his dying breath, even if all the evidence is against him, right? And yet, who is Tony Petitti? You ever heard this guy talk before?
No.
I'm sorry, have you? Has he ever made a headline? You know what I mean?
Well, I hope he makes headline tomorrow
That's okay.
because I hope they talk about playoff expansion and all that stuff because that's kind of like the big Greg Sankey thing right now is they're like, well, ball's in Big Ten court. Like waiting to hear back on that. Or we're just going to have to stay at 12 like it's a threat or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Stay at 12.
I mean, I'm cool at 16. I think it's fine. But
I would love 16 because that increases Nebraska.
yeah, it increases the chances of Nebraska actually making a playoff or having a significant game.
You know why the SEC wants it? Is because that SEC bias is just going to add more SEC teams. That's the only reason they want it. They don't think
it'll
it's
be
going
the
to make the
same.
field more fair. That's not why they're doing it.
Well, there's more money. Like if there's 16 teams, there's more games.
Sure.
There's more money.
I get that.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna really get to flex your conference because depending on how many teams you get in, I think it'll be the same though. SEC and Big Ten are gonna get the same amount of teams in no matter what. So
It's like, okay, just let me cut through the fucking shit here. There's an SEC bias. Yes.
Yes.
There's a circular logic to where, oh, we put a tough team and we're all tough. So we just SEC bias exists. I need Petitti to talk shit. Like this is the time to talk shit. Who has won the last 2 natties for you in the college football world? Like this is the time, like we talked about with Signetti. Flop it on the table for once and brag. Like make a headline and say something that's maybe a little outlandish, but like I said, Petitti, I don't even know what he fucking looks like. And maybe that's my fault.
it's your fault.
It's my fault. What's he look like? Could you point him out in a fucking lineup? I could look at Sankey
Old white guy.
with blinders on. I'm like, there he is, because I fucking hear him.
I don't know what he looks like, but I could guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's
I
just
bet
me.
I can use AI.
I'll tell you what, if you put 2 people in front of me and you put Petitti as one of those 2, I've got a 50% chance. I have, like, it's a coin toss.
I don't know, man. I just need him to go in big dick swinging and not give a fuck and make a headline and defend your conference.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like the Big Ten is always they're just always lagging behind, or they're always just meek, even though they shouldn't be. You just said, Connor, the Big Ten is overtaking the SEC. Act like it, right?
Drop that Big 10 on the table.
Fucking A.
I think
That 10-incher.
the conference expansion, though, the big thing about going to 16 teams is it would be finally an even playing field. The SEC would have to play 9 conference games because it would tie into all the TV money and everything else.
And the SEC will not do that because then suddenly your middle of the pack SEC teams are now suddenly looking at worse schedules.
Yeah.
And now coaches are like, well, I don't want to get fired here. Like, we were winning these many games because we were playing these shitty non-conference teams.
No cupcake in November. What the heck?
You got the
I don't get a
Citadel in
freebie.
November. Saban.
God.
Just run through the last 2 natties, run through all the bowl games that have been played and the ones that the Big Ten has won, which is the majority of them when they play SEC teams. Run through that shit.
Bowl games.
Am I crazy for saying this?
No, I think it's fine. I
Like,
think it's
brag.
kind of an odd thing to really
Talk your shit.
die on a hill about. But.
Is it?
No,
Is it though? Because
I don't think it's that weird.
they might pay dividends later.
Or
When you're
what are you
debating,
thinking here?
Well, Bert will do it. Remember, was it after? I think it was after Illinois' bowl game last year. He was going
Yes.
off on Twitter about
Yeah.
they had as big of
Yeah.
being very biased. They had as big of argument. What were they, like 22 or 23, wherever they were ranked? And he was making an argument they should have been in.
You're right.
Like the same argument that the middle of the pack SEC teams were making.
BLM has done it. Rule has done it.
Yes.
Even though all the Big Ten teams hate Nebraska, right? They're worthless. They bring nothing to the conference. We defend your stupid fucking conference more than your OGs do.
100%.
Like, come on.
That's why we canceled Tennessee, guys. We
Right.
canceled Tennessee for a reason. Because we played 9 conference games and the SEC plays 8. That's why we canceled Tennessee.
Dude, just
Big picture, guys.
put it on the table. It's gonna pay dividends. Greg Sankey has no problem doing it. And everybody has an SEC bias. All the networks, they have. And I think
They don't, though. We have all the networks. All SEC has is the ESPN. That's it.
I guess. I mean,
All
that
the other
echo-
networks are like, hey, let's hop aboard the fucking power train. And the ESPN's like, oh, we still got you, buddy. We still love you.
So Kyle already voiced his opinion on this. And Kyle, I'm going to just immediately say I agree with you on this. That if we were to expand to 16 teams and the condition was that the SEC would have to play that 9th conference game, do you genuinely believe the SEC would agree to that?
No.
Yes.
I don't believe they would.
They would have to.
Jared?
They would have to.
I just don't think they would. I just don't think they would.
Here's what's going to happen is ultimately it's going to come down to, okay, the SC doesn't want to do it. The Big Ten is already doing it. And they're going to say, okay, well, we'll just leave it at 12 because they're not going to come to an agreement.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly how that plays.
I don't know. I think you guys are forgetting the part about NIL. We're in an NIL era where all the revenue and the rev share and everything else. If you put dollar signs on it and it's like, hey guys, like if you play an extra conference game, if we expand to 16 teams, this is how much more money you're going to generate for your school, which means you're going to be able to get better talent. You're going to be able to fund more teams, other teams other than football. Like football drives all the athletics at the program, like at the university.
I would point out that again, like those SEC schools are already getting that money.
They're not though.
They are.
But if there was more money, they would.
But those SEC players are saying, I only have to play 8 conference games down there. I have a much better chance of making the playoffs, being put in an absolute national spotlight and pushing my draft prospect forward. For a recruit, I don't think they give a shit. The programs do like playing those non-cons. Why would what benefit is there for the SEC to play that 9th conference game? What benefit is there?
I'm telling you, it's a better TV deal. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to a better TV deal, which is more money for your university, and money drives everything. So they already said that Sankey already said he wants to get to 16. He's already said it because he wants more SEC teams in the playoff. So Petitti's the one holding everything up right now,
and I agree with him.
That's fine, but odds are it's going to go 16.
It ultimately depends on if they can come to an agreement.
Brandon, are you a 12 team or a 16
I'm
team
16, but I'm a very biased Nebraska fan who thinks that there's a small chance we could be on the fringe.
On the fringe.
I mean, you win 9,
Indiana
you
gives
make
all
it.
of the false hope now.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, and it's not wrong, but everyone's saying if Indiana can do it, why can't Nebraska do it? Why can't Illinois do it? Why can't Wisconsin do it?
100%.
Just one year where you just trip and fall into a great season. Can we have one of those?
Maybe this year.
Yep, I know. Year 3.
Yeah, if you listen to Robbie, definitely 10.
You're naming names now. What's the last thing? I guess You know, you had Raiola ranked 40th
Yeah,
for best quarterbacks in the nation. 40th. What do you think? 40th?
I don't think that's a bad ranking. I don't think that's bad. I don't think it's too high. I don't think it's too low.
I think that's crazy.
I
I
think
do too.
I think it's fucking crazy.
You
He
think
plays. He plays in the best conference. We just talked about how good the Big Ten is, right? He plays in the
Sure.
best conference in college football. The guy was a true freshman.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
literally played. He played some games. He played just out of his freaking mind. Some games he did not. But
He was
true
top
freshman.
He was top 3 in the nation against zone defenses.
sure, but we're also looking at
39 better quarterbacks.
We're looking at one season's worth of production. We did have some injury trouble.
Did you
in
see the
there,
other 40 that were ahead of him
and
that haven't
and
played a snap?
we had a 13-11 season.
Tell him, Mike.
I'm just saying. Did you see the list?
No,
There-
I have not.
So there's
read through this
39
list.
quarterbacks, and there was a handful of them that haven't played a single snap yet.
Gronowski.
Gronowski hasn't played a single snap of
Let's
FCS
go.
football.
If
That's awesome.
Gronowski is actually higher than Raiola,
He is.
That's egregious.
He's 39th.
Oh, okay. So one spot ahead. Gronowski should not be ahead of Raiola.
What was it? USA Today, right?
What
was it?
Well, again,
No, it was athletic.
I
The Sam
the
Con-
Athletic. Yeah, okay. I really respect that.
But you're the one that agreed with it. So
Hey.
Well, no, I'm saying that I believe that around that area is fair. I'm not saying he couldn't be 35 or 33 or 43, 45, depending on what the list looks like. But again, we only have one season to like really judge on. He was 13-11 in that season for a touchdown interception ratio. Like, do I believe he's going to be better than last season? Absolutely. Do I think a Gronowski, who we have not seen a snap out of, should be rated higher? No, because especially in that offense, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think.
Back-to-back years of being one of the worst offenses in the country.
Yeah. So I think that one's weird. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we should be putting Raiola in like the top 20 or 25. I don't think that's
39 better quarterbacks is what you're saying. 39.
Name them. Name them all. Go.
I just said, like, I don't think he should be in like top 20 or 25. but
Right.
I
You
think-
said 40 was good. You said it was warranted.
I said around that area. Several times I said those exact
I
words.
think you said it was warranted right off the bat.
Listen,
without even knowing the list.
I like that he's that low.
I like
I
the
love
chip on
it.
the shoulder thing.
I love it.
I just think it's insane.
Now, am I saying that is correct? Not necessarily. You have some quarterbacks on there. Like, did you see Lagway? Lagway was
Right.
like top 5.
Yeah,
And he did not
That's actually.
play well at all.
Have we discussed this Lagway versus Raiola hype? Why is Lagway getting hyped up like this while having nearly an identical last season? Like,
Where I think didn't he have a worse?
Yeah.
no, he was 13-9 on touchdown interception.
Okay.
Yardage, I believe Raiola had slightly more.
Yeah.
But like nearly identical seasons, and Lagway is, for lack of a better term, just getting jerked off in this national media circuit, which is crazy to me
I know.
because that's a guy that should be around the Raiola area, which again I said as high as like a 25. Lagway should not be top 5.
Number
That's
1 and 2
crazy.
quarterbacks in that class.
Right.
And one's getting
The shaft.
yeah.
Well, like, and again, I think this goes back to like the national, like, they didn't know. I mean, they probably did, but they didn't care about Marcus Satterfield. They didn't care. I was calling for Satterfield to be fired before he was even hired, and people gave me shit.
Not here.
And look, the Holgo effect, man. The Holgo effect should be huge. Should be. And like, this is good. I like the 40th. You're not going into this season like Big Ten Media Days. If he was in the top 5, they'd be all over him, and they probably still will be. But there's a big difference between 5th and 40th.
Think,
You know?
Brandon, is it 39 quarterbacks in college football better than Dylan Raiola?
No, but I also think that last year was a perfect first season for Dylan Raiola.
Mm.
I mean,
Just enough.
of course, we would like to win a couple more games, and definitely they were on the table. But for his career, I think that was a good starting point. And yeah, not too high, not too low. Someone that they're taking to media days. So like he's still the face of the program. He did win. What 6-6 plus 1,
66 plus 1.
which was
Whole game.
more than anyone had won in 8 years.
Yeah.
Running around Yankee Stadium, celebrating.
That's okay.
Hey, as long as you win.
It's something to build off of.
You know, we saw the highs. Unfortunately, you know, it was against like UTEP, first half of Illinois.
Colorado first
Highs.
half.
Yeah. definitely saw the lows. I always say that Brian Buschini had the best throw in all of October.
What game
Against
was that?
Rutgers?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Chumbawamba.
Yep, game of his life. And so we've seen
14-7.
Yep, 14-7. Dylan's pick was just right to the dude. It was just not even a
Crazy.
listen, but that was like the first interception of the year where it was like, whoa, that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, like people also, if you just look at the numbers of Dylan, like some of the throws he made were insane. But like you remember, like his first like 3 interceptions were taken out of our receivers' hands.
Yeah.
That Illinois one is all just gonna scar me for the rest of my fucking life.
That one was rough.
Or how about like scramble for 7 yards? It's 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
going to be like the phase 2 of Dylan.
Mhm.
It's like, can he just go get the yards that they're going to give him because they're not going to spy him? Why would you, right? I mean, he's thin
He's
now.
240.
No, he's thin now. So
He's
maybe you
140.
should, but like they're not losing sleep scheming for Dylan to go run a bunch. So
That's
yeah,
how you go from 40 to 17. That's a big jump.
I could see Dylan like 25, 30, 40. 30, 40.
Connor, any last
No, I,
okay.
no, I'm good.
I don't know.
All right.
Learn to scramble.
I think it's a good time to talk a little bit about Huddle. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon, tell us a little bit about Huddle. I mean, for the listeners who don't know what Huddle is, what you guys do, and maybe like how, I guess I have a question about how has NIL and all this changing in recruiting, has that influenced the way that you guys cover high school athletes and build them profiles and all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. So Huddle is let me try for my elevator pitch here.
There it
if I'm
is.
doing good. Is world's largest video and data network, and mostly in high school sports. So to your question about NIL, Huddle is basically part of an athlete's journey from the beginning, whether that is when they're a freshman in high school on the JV team, or maybe before that, maybe they're using Huddle in junior high, middle school, or with their youth football team. So we are there from the beginning, helping tell the story, whether that is a 5-star going to Georgia or whether that is an unranked guy who's going to play football at an NAI school. Could be anything. So with that, Huddle houses all their video, whether that is game footage, practice film, highlights, which is more of what we probably all watch when we're talking recruiting, and Dylan Raiola or Dayton Raiola commits and we're looking up his highlights. So like we are more of a, in that sense, we've not transitioned, but traditionally Huddle's been much more of a coaching tool and player performance for athletes, dating back to when Huddle started 15, 16 years ago. To now in the past few years, we've become more on the fan-facing public side, to more access to highlights and live streams. So if you did want to watch a Dayton Raiola game, you can maybe find that on Huddle from a live stream, either from his school or another school. So still growing, like I said, established in 2006. Didn't really start getting super popular, take off till maybe 2011, 2012. Patrick Mahomes is like one of our go-to athletes that was on Huddle when he was in high school, like that 2011 era, where all of his highlights and games are on Huddle. Like we made a ton of content off of his stuff. He's also a 3-sport athlete, which is so fun to watch him
Makes it
playing
easy.
basketball, baseball, football, see other athletes, vice versa, both ways. So seeing those stories, whether it's someone like him, women's basketball, Caitlin Clark, I'm not kidding. We did a series on her. I watched all like 540 of her made 3-pointers from high school, because we were going through play-by-play, telling a story about her best plays. So the entire story is there for an athlete, no matter who it is.
Wow. That's
I mean,
crazy.
you're I know this is kind of like, I don't want to say overstating it or being dramatic, but I mean, you guys changed lives with Huddle.
For sure.
Give
mean-
eyes.
What's that?
You give eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Eyes are the biggest thing.
Yep. Yeah, like a Josh Allen. He has a Gatorade commercial now. They've done some work with us from a brand standpoint, but he's one of the Gatorade athletes. He was under recruited, come out of high school in California, a smaller school, I believe. He got recruited because he sent out like hundreds or maybe 1,000 emails. Check out my Huddle link.
Mhm.
Wyoming offered him. He was one. Maybe that was his only D1 offer. He had some smaller offers. Make a difference like that. One of my favorite stories is we got a Twitter DM many years ago from a kid in North Carolina. And he was just, sometimes athletes don't completely understand what huddle is. Sometimes they think we're like a recruiting service because that's what they see us as because they're trying to get recruited. That's part of the equation, yes. We get messages all the time, hey, can you retweet my highlights or post my highlights, and we can't do that for everyone. There's millions of athletes, but started digging into a little more his stories of why he was one and recruited. He was overseas in the Marines. He was 24, 25 years old, had been overseas, was coming back to the States, still has his college eligibility. Someone like Damian Jackson, yeah, someone like that. So we have stories like that where like this kid's just trying to get a college offer, whether it's D2, D3, or whatever. So we did a story on him to kind of help elevate, but it's just a great story to tell. He ended up getting a Division III offer, played, I think he was a wide receiver, had a couple catches. So like, yeah, to that point, changed his life. Like maybe that doesn't happen without huddle.
Yeah. So like, well, not only like Kyle said, you're giving eyes, you're also, pushing stories out about certain athletes with their stories and what's led them to like that. That's phenomenal. Like, you really do change lives.
Yep, absolutely. And it's, like I said, it's not just in football. Football's where we started, but it's basketball, volleyball, soccer. I think the comprehensive number is like something 40 plus sports technically have used huddle globally, but of course you have your big three or big four.
So I guess do the recruiting services and stuff, do they utilize the footage that you guys get from huddle then, or how does that work?
We make it fairly easy so like we have some embed functions. So we make it fairly easy for a recruiting service to share highlights and those natively come back to us. Of course, in today's digital media age, it's also very easy to rip and share however. So
100%.
So
right, sure.
Occasionally we see things out there that we know came from huddle and may not be attributed accurately, but it did originally come from us.
Got to put that watermark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's part of what we try to.
Yeah.
From my high school wrestling years, I do have a 16-second highlight tape. I do have my eligibility. Do you think you can get me a D1?
Say we should have watched this before.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
like 2 matches.
Is it on Huddle?
It is on Huddle actually. I starting in 2010. But I think
You were early.
You're
early adopter.
Yeah, what's funny,
See-
I think I'm the youngest out of the 4 of us for sure. But yeah, no, my highlight tape very, very short. Didn't have a whole lot of those.
I'm not finding you here.
Yeah, no, I would doubt you would.
See, now huddle is kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because you got the highlights, but you got the lowlights too.
Sure, yeah.
It's on huddle. It's right there.
It's for everyone, baby.
Huddle can only help you out so much.
So you got the athletes and then the Connors.
Yep. So
Yeah.
one of our best stories, and I think it's the second or third most viewed highlight ever on Huddle, is a kid in Illinois, suburban Chicago, 2015 maybe. His name is Jack Linehan. Anyone who may recognize that name. It's called the Linehan Factor. I think that's what he called his highlight. It went viral because he was a bench warmer. And he used the spot shadows and everything to follow himself along the sideline, following the action.
That's a glue
hilarious.
guy.
And the best part is he actually got in the game at the end. So that's part of his highlight reel, and he drops it. It comes right to him.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
So
Well, I mean, what better way than just to encapsulate?
Hey, but he gets right up and he gets back to that sideline and he keeps that team hyped up.
Hey, go play wide back again for us.
Yeah.
So I guess just with this being a Nebraska-based podcast, Husker football especially, but we got talk about Nebraska ball a lot and baseball and all that stuff. I mean, is your relationship close with any of them, with Rule or anybody from?
I mean, so Huddle started with Nebraska football back again to the Callahan era, like we were talking briefly before. At that point, Huddle was a little more focused in the elite level with professional and college sports. Coach Callahan eventually took it to the NFL. Huddle kind of switched gears after that toward the high school youth competitive space, which is just a much bigger market, of course.
Didn't Callahan
25,000
kind of build it a little bit, or
he advised and assisted.
okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
very tech smart. I mean, maybe things didn't work out as a head coach here,
He
but
was
very smart football guy.
best O-line coach probably ever. So
Yeah.
He's a good football coach.
Yeah, but still, Nebraska's used for various test environments, just being down the street. In addition to a bunch of the high schools in Lincoln and Omaha area, always good partners, for testing new, because we're always made a ton of acquisitions, so we're always bringing on new products, expanding the suite. So always need those partners locally, especially to help us out.
All right, guys. Any other
Okay.
questions for Brandon?
One more topic to wrap things up. Brandon sent me a text earlier. So they announced that the Husker Athletic Department is adding a special events department at Memorial Stadium where you can book a private event
Oh, boy.
at Memorial Stadium. And I want to go around the table and ask you guys, if you could have a private party or private event at Memorial Stadium, what would it be for? Brandon, you want me to start with you or end with you?
I mine's easy. I would go back and I would do my wedding at PBA, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. I think I lightly looked at. I did events at Huddle before I was on the media side, so I think I kind of had an idea what that price point was, which was way out of our budget, of course. But budget wasn't. If that wasn't a factor,
Yeah, money wasn't a factor.
I mean, of course, Memorial Stadium's cool, but like basketball, it's much easier to go out and play some pickup ball than.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says PBA remarrying his wife. Jared,
I don't know.
like an event, some event.
I
What
don't
would
know.
you do?
You must have an answer.
I mean, I'll go. I mean, I've got two things. Either one would be watching Nebraska make the NCAA tournament at Memorial Stadium with 90,000 on the scoreboard. Like that would be sweet to go watch it at Memorial Stadium. They serve booze now. It'd be kind of fun. The other one would probably be like the ultimate fantasy draft or something, and utilizing Memorial Stadium to do like different things for your draft order. I think it'd be freaking hilarious. That would be fun.
You're fairly close to mine. Mine would be to be able to like set some tables up. Like this is my dream event. Yeah.
Yes. No, money is not a factor.
Yeah. Set some tables up on the field. Have the speakers running, have the lights running, and then rewatch any Husker football national championship on Husker Vision.
Okay.
And like have the light show going. Like I think that would be really neat. Maybe some fireworks for every touchdown. Like I think that would be pretty sick.
Money's not a factor.
Yeah, if money's not a factor, I can do a lot of things. Flyover, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, get the stealth bomber back.
Did you know you can just request flyovers for free? You can do that. That's a real thing.
We should just do a live show and just have a flyover. Kick us off.
Go out there, do the national anthem, and have a flyover.
Yeah.
Okay. First answer is I want to see a Larry the Cable Guy stand-up show at Memorial Stadium. That's a fucking joke one. I've already done that. You know who you did that, right?
Yeah.
Back in like
I forgot that.
2004, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you were like 25
Oh, shut up.
then, right?
Yeah. I fucking hate him. I hate you so
I
much.
think the big
Most
screen.
people do.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like 06, 07. I feel like the new big screen was there.
Yeah, you're right. It was, yeah. It was, I think it was still, might have been under construction still.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 06, I think. Come on, guys.
Bud Crawford's what you're gonna say, right?
No, I mean,
No.
that would be cool.
Oh, that would
that-
actually that would
Damn.
be a
I think
solid
that's
pick.
gonna happen though. Like he's been pretty
Might be.
public and vocal about it.
I think Canelo's his last fight.
We'll see.
I don't know. NBNR live show memorial
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Money's not a factor.
with
Yeah.
with actual people
No,
in the
hey.
stands.
If no, for this one, money is a factor. It's $50 to get in.
Yeah.
We need 90,000 people there.
It's that stadium pulse would be just going off the freaking radar there.
$50 to get in. We get to cover $100 of our $10,000 bill. I don't know. I think like I'm looking way ahead, but I think like having and this is small scale compared to your guys' flyovers and stand-up comedy
Money's not a
specials.
Uh-huh.
It'd be cool to do like a graduation party for my kid, like in Memorial Stadium, invite a bunch of my friends and family out. Because that's, I think, what the article is, right? You can like rent it out for like private events.
Yeah.
So that's
Or-
like,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
hey, come on down to Memorial Stadium, bring your cards and stuff. We're going to go chill out on the 50-yard line. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Mike.
Couldn't ours be qualified as a private event?
Well, yeah, but
But we're gonna invite 90,000 people.
I just want to point out that Mike didn't think about his kids. That's weird.
Hey,
Aye.
fuck them kids.
It's a good move though. Like I think Troy Dan said, like you have to utilize the biggest facility in the state more than 7 times a year. I mean,
Yes.
high school football and everything, but not just Nebraska. Any college football stadium. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Right. More concerts, more events.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Did you guys see like Wisconsin just had, God, I forget who was doing a concert, but they just did a big concert in their stadium. And like, I think you're starting to see more of that, especially after Nebraska volleyball day. I think they noticed that like, oh, hey, we can like just on a random day, we can pull out 90,000 people and have them buying beers and concessions, and we can have an event here. It's genius. Like,
especially summertime.
You're not only getting fans of whatever act or whatever is there, but like just the fans want to be back in that stadium. It's
Yeah.
kind of a
Sure.
no-brainer.
And even if you don't sell it out, if you're half full, you get 45, and that's three times what your arena holds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who cares?
Well, and you weren't planning on making money that day.
Yeah.
So if you keep adding more than 7 events a year, yeah, it's going to turn a big profit. And like I said, back in the NIL era, you need money. Think of creative ways to make more money so that you can fund these student athletes and get the talent.
Rather
here.
than Minnesota charging all their students $200 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
It's a talent
That's
fee.
why.
I will say though, like the Nebraska games this year instead of the spring game,
Yeah.
I think that was a disaster.
The
Yeah,
garage
it
sale
really
was lit
did.
though.
It did seem like
Garage sale was lit.
There was like 5,000 people in there.
Yeah.
It did not. It did not work out. I think the way that they thought it was going to.
They're also doing that open practice again this year. I'll be out of town, but yeah, they're doing the open practice again. You pay like $5-10 to go in and watch the open practice. I went last year. I won't go this year.
We'll get 4,000 in there for that.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, more events at Memorial. I'm all for it. Which means 2 words: retractable roof.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No.
Yes.
That would be cool.
See, thank you.
no.
1,
Play in
2,
the snow.
3,
Play in the snow.
I'd be in for that.
4. Dang it.
Yeah. Cowards.
Retractable roof over Haymarket Park.
See that one I'm down.
Just do a
Oh.
big bubble over the city of Lincoln. Why don't we just do that?
Oh, my dome, LNK Dome. Sure.
LNK Dome.
All right, guys. Anything else?
No, I think Brandon, just tell listeners where they can find you on social media.
Ooh, thank you
all
for the
that
plug.
thing. Yeah.
Right, Righty Brandon. So if you know my pal Lefty Seamus, Nebraska legend, Righty Brandon.
There we
Righty
go.
Brandon.
Yep. Mostly active on Twitter, a little Instagram.
Okay.
Check out my Instagram reel though. I just went to the college
That
football Hall
was
of Fame.
sweet. I watched it.
Yeah, we hit the College
Oh,
Football
yeah.
Hall of Fame in Atlanta. Knew there was gonna be a lot of Nebraska stuff, and there was more Nebraska stuff than I imagined. So
It was
put
sweet.
together a little video, but it was awesome. It was also a little sad just to remember how good we once were.
Yeah, that's fair.
That does kind of hurt the soul a little bit.
We're a blue blood for a reason.
Mhm.
All those things happened. Can't take it away from us, even though we suck. Maybe
Maybe not this year.
not. 10-2. No.
No.
I'm one of your hosts, Jared Hall.
Mike Delaware.
Connor Cavalack.
Kyle Byers.
Brandon Gries.
As always, 38 days. Beat Cincinnati. And GP.